Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Anthony and I am a coach here at Esports Players Club. And first off, I'd like to go ahead and say thank you for attending today's tournament. I hope you guys have an amazing time. I played in a couple esports tournaments myself, and they're incredibly fun and enjoyable and a great way to make new friends and have an amazing time. So, thank you so much for signing up for the event, and I'm really looking forward to meeting all of you and for all of you to have an amazing time. However, in order for that to happen, we do need to lay down a couple of ground rules. Specifically for anybody who is under the age of 18, these rules really apply to you, and I just want to make sure that we all understand this and we are all on the same page, so that way everybody at this event can have a great time and really enjoy themselves. So let's just go ahead and go over our tournament policy and our ground rules. So rule number 1 is that if you are under the age of 18, by no means are you allowed to leave the facility without parent permission or with a guardian. By no means are you allowed to leave the facility. You must let us know or have parent permission or something of that nature and make sure it's okay with us, because if you go missing, guess what? That is really bad for us. So by no means are you allowed to leave the facility. On top of that, if you ever see somebody you don't know approach the building or the door, you are not to walk up to them and chit chat and start shooting talking to them and all the good stuff. They could potentially be dangerous, and even if you know them or you're like, oh, that's my uncle, you never know why they're here. If they really need you or something goes on, we will 100% come and grab you and let you know and say, hey, your uncle is here to talk to you. But we just want to make sure it's safe for you all and want to make sure that nothing happens to you guys that's really negative. So that's our very first big important rule. Do not leave the facility without parent permission or without a guardian, and do not approach random strangers. I think you all probably know this, but always good to discuss that. The next rule is whenever we're giving out instructions or trying to get stuff set up for you guys, please do not yell and scream at us. You guys can sometimes talk quietly, especially if it's a duos tournament or a squads tournament. You probably should talk quietly, but please do not scream at us. If you need a controller or you're having a technical difficulty, very simple, just raise your hand. Right? Keep in mind there are many of you in this room, and there oftentimes is only one or two of us, and we are doing our best, because trust me, we want to set you guys up and get you guys playing as fast as possible, and it just takes a little bit of time. Okay, so please do not scream on us. If in the event that we need to give instructions to the entire room and we need everybody's attention, I will or a staff member will put their hand up and go 3, 2, 1, eyes on me. Okay? When I do that, or when a staff member does that, that means you need to stop whatever you are doing and get your eyes on us, so that way we can tell you what's going on. And keep in mind, you're just wasting your own tournament time if you continue to play a game or type on the keyboard or do whatever you're not supposed to be doing when I explicitly tell you now that you need to get your eyes on us. In the event that you are in a round and we need to get your attention, oftentimes you guys will have headsets on, so you won't be able to hear us, and I completely understand that. So what we will do is we will simply flash the lights. If you are in a round and the lights flash, that round is over. No points are being scored, nothing is happening. You need to simply take your headset off, get your eyes on a staff member, and we will tell you why the round is over and what we are about to do next. But you are not to continue playing and start screaming one shot at the top of your lungs. That will result in a warning and a disqualification, which we'll talk about later. Okay? Along with this point, please do not put your headset on until the round starts. If everybody has their headset on and the round's not even started yet, it's very hard for us to communicate to you guys on what we're doing and who needs what. Maybe you're going to miss the rules of the tournament, various other elements here. So please do not put your headset on until the start of the round, not before. If you want to check some audio settings, maybe you want to make sure you can hear your duo partner, that's fine. Just put it on for 2 seconds to check whatever you need to check, and then take it off. I should not see anybody, or a staff member should not see anybody with their headset on for longer than 10 seconds. There's nothing you can justify that you need to do that requires that. Okay, so that's my next big rule and requirement is, again, 3, 2, 1, eyes on me, stop talking, get your eyes on us so we can give you instructions. Do not put your headset on until the round starts, And then last but not least, if we flash the lights, the round is over. It's over. No points are being scored. None of that counts. Just take your headset off. Get your eyes on us. We're going to tell you what's going on and what we need to be fixed and what we need to happen. Next thing is our equipment. Do not bang on our stuff. If you break one of our keyboards, yes, you are financially responsible for replacing that keyboard or item. So please, please, please be respectful of our stuff. There's a lot of very, very expensive stuff in this facility, and I really, really, really don't want to have to explain to anybody or any parents or anything like that on why they need to pay $500 because you got killed and had to bang on a keyboard or a controller. Okay, so just be respectful of our stuff. Very, very, very simple. If I at all, or another staff member at all, even sees you bang on the desk, even on the desk, not even on the keyboard, let's say you just hit the desk, that counts. We don't play, we don't tolerate raging, and we definitely don't tolerate banging. That will automatically count as a warning and then a disqualification if needed. Okay? Along with that, if you bring your own stuff or your own equipment, you are responsible for that. That does not fall in our category. So if you are playing with your friends in the tournament and then you go and set your controller in the bathroom for whatever reason, and then you forget about it and you leave, and for whatever reason the controller is not there the next day, that is not our fault. You are responsible for your own equipment. If you don't like that rule, then you can just use our equipment. Very straightforward. We have pretty much everything you could possibly imagine for pretty much every single tournament. I know you guys like to bring your own monitors, your own mouse, your own keyboards, all that good stuff, your own headphones. I completely get it, right? But we are not responsible for your stuff. Okay? Now, along with back to the no banging on things, let's go ahead and talk about our language. If a staff member or myself or any person affiliated with ESPC hears you use profanity, and if you need me to spell out the exact words, I 100% will, but I'm not going to do it in this video, profanity at all in any context, that will be an immediate disqualification. No questions asked. No profanity whatsoever. Okay? I can't spell it out any more simpler than that. If you paid for the event, then you will get a refund. If you continually use profanity, then you might be disqualified not only from this specific tournament, but from tournaments in the future. Guys, I know we get heated. I know we're frustrated. We're upset because we just got, third-partied after an engagement, and we did a poor rotation that led us to center zone, which is the reason why the third party happened, and we're blaming the third party instead of fixing our gameplay. I completely 100% understand why you might be frustrated from that, but you are not to scream profanities at anybody at all. It will immediately result in a disqualification. No warning, straight disqualification. We do not tolerate profanity at all. Along with that, no unsportsmanlike conduct. Again, I don't think I need to spell out exactly what this means, but any yelling of a specific other person's name in a tournament, automatic disqualification. You are not allowed to say, ha ha, and then your friend, their name, fill in their name, you're so bad. None of that, right? Now, can you have some fun? Can you, hey, I got you, ha, right? Even, a ton every once in a while, right? I get it, guys, right? I was a Fortnite player once in a long time ago, so I completely understand it, guys. I get it. I get it 100%, right? However, there's definitely a line there, and we want to make sure that everybody is enjoying the experience and having fun, and treating other members of lesser skill poorly or, inappropriately doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help you, it doesn't help them, and it just makes the event, frustrating for those who maybe just want to come in and try it, just have a good time and try it, right? So we do not tolerate any unsportsmanlike conduct, and if you need me to spell that out for you, essentially yelling or screaming at any other person and specifically mentioning their name and then following that up with an insult of some way, shape, or form. That is unsportsmanlike conduct, and we will not tolerate it. You will be warned and then disqualified. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and talk about some technical difficulties. What happens if your internet goes out in the round for just you and no one else in a LAN server? I don't know when that would happen, but let's just pretend that happened. Or you get disconnected for some odd reason, right? Very easy. Just raise your hand and let us know. And we will go ahead and uh, moot that round. We'll flash the lights, let everybody know. And yeah, we'll just get you back in the round and it will be like as if nothing ever happened. Now, that's for specific circumstances, but let me tell you what is not a technical difficulty. A technical difficulty is not, oh, my settings are messed up because I decided to goof around for 30 minutes before the tournament and not set up my settings. Can we restart everything so I can fix my settings? That is not a technical difficulty. That is on you. Oh, my audio isn't working because I didn't, check my headset or look at my audio settings. If I walk over and I can check in 2 seconds that your headset is working and that you just don't know the audio settings and you didn't set up your audio settings correctly to hear the game as loud as you want, that is not on us. That is on you. That does not count as a technical difficulty, and you will have to suffer the consequences of you not setting up your settings. So keep that in mind, guys. A technical difficulty in a round would be like you leaving, or half the keyboard not working, or the mouse becomes unplugged, or the computer randomly shuts off, or you get disconnected in some way. That we will consider a technical difficulty. But if all of our equipment is working and everything is set up pretty much well, and you just don't have your settings configured, audio and gameplay settings don't have them configured, then that is on you and we are not responsible for that. So again, just configure your settings, guys. It's not hard. Trust me, it takes us a while to get tournaments kind of going. So you will have plenty of time before a tournament to, configure any settings that you have. All right, moving right along here, let's talk about accounts. I know many of you have the Renegade Raider. Well, maybe only I have the Renegade Raider. I don't know about y'all. Or the Omega skin from season 4, and you guys really want to flash your skins and have an amazing time. With that being said, we are not responsible for anything that happens to your account. If you sign into your account and you forget to sign out and somebody comes in and says, oh, I'm going to give these V-Bucks to me, we will do our best to, talk to that individual and settle a situation like that, but by no means are we responsible for that. Your account, your responsibility. If you don't want to use your account because of that rule, very easy. Just ask us to sign you into one of our accounts and we will get you signed in. And in my opinion, that's the best way to do it. And if you want to configure your settings and whatnot, you just take a picture of them at home, come in and use those settings, right? But for your own specific accounts, your account, your responsibility. Your accounts are not our responsibility, and you can't get logged into your account because you two-factored it with a email that you don't have access to. Too bad, so sad. You're gonna have to play on one of our accounts, and you should have just logged in there and gotten the settings set up anyways. So just keep that in mind, guys. Your account, your responsibility. If anything happens to your account, like somebody changes your password or spends all your V-Bucks or all your Robux, or plays a Valorant game and then leaves and bans your account for 5 days, sorry, that's all on you. So I just want to make sure that we understand that. And that pretty much covers most of the rules. And again, if you have any questions about these rules, please feel free to ask a staff member. But let me go ahead and go over the consequences of not following these rules. So the very first consequence, very simple, is a warning. Unless it's a profanity issue or an unsportsmanlike issue, you will simply get a warning and we will tell you, hey, please stop that. That's not, good. So obviously, very simple warning. Second one, you will be banned for a round. So if it's a Valorant tournament and you're playing a 5v5 tournament and you fail to abide by any one of these rules and we've warned you already, then we will ban you from that round and you will have to sit out that round. And then if it continues, you will be banned from the tournament all entirely. And if you paid for the event, too bad, so sad. Here's a refund. And we hope that you can behave better and not, throw your controller at the glass every time you lose, right? So that's essentially it. And if it's really, really bad, you may be banned for life. Well, maybe not for life, but for an extended period of time. So please, please, please just follow these rules. They're very, very simple. I don't feel like we're asking a lot here. Simply just be kind, set up your stuff, don't scream profanities, and don't bang on the table. Also, don't leave the building without telling anybody. Pretty straightforward rules. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I really look forward to seeing you all if I'm not seeing you all while this video is playing, and I hope you guys have an amazing tournament and amazing time. If you have any questions, again, please talk to a staff member, and I will see you all in the next one.